All right, Eric, you start with this question. What are the biggest barriers facing entrepreneurs in Minneapolis, and how will you work to promote vibrant and thriving small businesses in our community?
Yeah, so access to capital tends to be a bigger barrier for people of color and women of all races. The city can provide or connect entrepreneurs with low-cost financing. We could be more aggressive about meeting our own hiring goals for all types of projects. The new target market program gets at this, but even then you have to be a relatively established business to be eligible for that. The regulatory environment is confusing. We have a new navigator system, which is great, but it shouldn't be that complicated in the first place. Technical assistance for businesses is a big challenge. There's an analog in the foundation worlds where funders provide feedback and guidance to the organizations they're funding to help them be successful with the funds that you're giving them. There's an organization called NEON, the Northside Economic Opportunity Network. They're a great example of an incubator that does that work. How can the city incubate more NEONs? The other opportunity we have, and I think this is especially prevalent here in the board, is that we have a lot of small commercial nodes in the middle of neighborhoods. And as a council member, I see an opportunity to do some matchmaking with the residents of those neighborhoods, the owners of those buildings, and the businesses in those storefronts.
Sure. Thanks. I think the biggest barriers, I think, kind of fall into two areas. One is about the risks associated with starting or sustaining a small business, and the other one is really about some of the technical aspects of running a small business. So what the city can do and does to a large degree is hear from small businesses what their issues are. In the past 4 years, we've started the Business Made Simple program, which eliminated a lot of the regulatory concerns that we were hearing, and we also got rid of a lot of ordinances and business license requirements. That made it simpler to do business with. And as part of that process evolved, especially as we implemented this paid sick leave, and we're talking about minimum wage, and we're talking about wage theft, and all those other issues, we really looked to how we could provide technical support to those businesses, and that's what we've expanded. We need to continue our relationship with our small business associations, with our small business community. We need to make sure that we're providing resources like our 2% financing loans. We're providing some of the financial assistance with the facade improvement loans. We're making it a more walkable city. We're thinking about small businesses and how the city can help you navigate that process. I started the Target Market program. We're talking about our change in procurement and how more people, more small businesses, small and underutilized businesses, women-owned or people of color can participate in the economic participation of the city, running the city. And that's where we're at right now, and we need to keep that energy going forward. Thanks so much.
So I'll actually answer the second part of the question first. When you listen to the neighbors and look around the neighborhood, we do not have a lot of business nodes compared to other parts of the city. We really have to be thoughtful. We really have to be proactive to know what those businesses want, what the neighborhood wants, and what would fit going in there. Through my current work with the neighborhood association and my kind of housing work with developers of business, I've really seen the difference that an elected official that can be that hub can make that difference. And I'm pledging to be that hub, to be the person that is talking, is involved in the community, that knows exactly what business is missing, to know what the business, where the business community wants to go, and what area parts of the neighborhood they want to get into, and also make sure that when properties show up, that we're making sure that all those connections are made. To answer what's the biggest barrier for entrepreneurs, I would say it's isolation. I feel when you have a new idea, you don't know if you need to get a loan or if you need to go to a new market. And more than that, if you have never done that before, you don't actually know who's your friend and who's your competitor. The city made a very good first step in making sure that there's now going to be a dedicated staff person to start to navigate that, but we need to do more. I would really like to see in the community navigator, community incubator areas. This has been tried in other parts of the city. We could be able to use community assets to make sure that they have mentoring, places for technology, and kind of the basic infrastructure that they need. Thank you.